So this is our full system for waterproofing ponds and water features. The first thing that you need to consider is what areas need to be addressed before you start with any coatings. So if you have any cracks, you have to use the speed bond. If you have any holes that need to be filled, you have to go over that with the speed mix. If the substrate itself is compromised and it's not in that good of condition, then you want to go ahead and start with a layer of the Pond Kote or a scratch coat on there first. If that substrate is new, let's say it's a newly poured, it's got a good broom finish or something on it, from there you can go ahead and start with the Mulasticoat. So the first coat is going to depend on how that existing substrate is. For this purpose here, we've troweled on some Pond Kote here, just like if that was the existing surface. So if your existing surface is not that great a shape, go ahead and start with a layer of the Pond Kote on there first, and then you're going to want to go ahead and put the first coat of Mulasticoat on there. And if you are dealing with a system like this, a lot of times the first thing you're going to want to do after you get that surface prepped, before you do the first coat, is go ahead and apply the vapor shield. Because the vapor shield will help with any issues that are in the concrete. You know, if that concrete is holding moisture, whatever the case is, it's always a good idea to go ahead and start with the vapor shield first. Just like on the shower pans, you're also going to want to make sure you use the polyester fabric, very important in the ponds and water features, in any of the 90-degree corners. If you have a pond or a water feature that's more shaped like a bowl, it's not really an issue, you don't have to worry about it. If it is square, then you're going to want to dress all of the corners with the polyester fabric. So he simply rolls the second coat on there, and while that second coat is wet, we'll go ahead and broadcast some sand into that second coat. The sand is so when you go over, this with the Pond Kote, it just helps it to get a good adhesion and a good bond. Now from there, he's going to apply some Pond Kote over this. In this application, since this is standing up, he's going to use a hawk and trowel. You could also mix this product up and put it into a hopper gun, and you can spray it with the hopper to get your material on there and then kind of smooth it out also. We have it in the gray or the white. Let's say you have a customer and they wanted it black. Since it is a cementitious product, you can add any type of a cement colorant into it, a liquid or a powder colorant, and you can go ahead and tint that and color it whatever color you want. If you're talking about a color and underwater, I would always suggest putting that into the mix rather than trying to paint that surface.